This is the 5-Minute Youth Devotional Reading with Alex Sarria.
April 3rd. What a calculation. Psalm 147, 4 and 5 says, He counts the stars and calls them all by name. How great is the Lord! His power is absolute. His understanding is beyond comprehension. It's clear that God does not see the world the way we do. One example can be found in his use of mathematics, because for him, numbers are much more than what they seem. Let's look at some examples. 1 equals 3. Divinity is one, but manifests itself in 3 persons. It's hard to understand, but that's how it is. When Jesus himself tells us about the mission we must carry to do to others, he asks us to go in the name of the Godhead. He says, therefore, go and make disciples of all the nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. Matthew 28:19. God prefers relationship to counting. B. 1 equals 2. When God creates the person, he makes 2 in 1. Genesis 1:27 says, So God created human beings in his own image. In the image of God he created them. Male and female he created them. He created the pair because the human being is designed to share, because he prefers complementation and equity. C. 5 is greater than 10,000. Paul says in 1 Corinthians 14:19, But in a church meeting, I would rather speak 5 understandable words to help others than 10,000 words in an unknown language. Apart from Pentecostal expressions, there are those who speak a lot, but who are not understood at all. We already know the proportion, and few words with common sense are worth much more than unintelligible prating, because God likes the authentic. And D, 5 equals 5,000 plus 12x. Few food yields were like that moment in history. John 6:13 says, So they picked up the pieces and filled 12 baskets with scraps left by the people who had eaten from the 5 barley loaves. But miracles are like this. They are beyond all logic, even mathematics. Ludwig Wittgenstein said of mathematics, if a problem can arise, it can also be solved. And God is spectacular at solving problems. As I said before, it's clear that God does not see the world as we do. We have limits. He doesn't. We're unable to count the stars. He names them. We are powerless, but what is impossible for people is possible with God. Luke 18:27. Besides, it teaches us that he's interested in relationships more than sums, complementarity over division, quality over quantity, and possibility over improbability. And above all, he risked infinitely for one like you and me. What a calculation. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If this was helpful for you, please share it with a friend. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Always remember this: walking with God is the greatest thing you could ever do. You are his priority. Make him yours, and you will always live out your purpose. God bless.